Okay, so when I watch you swing, we talked about a whole bunch of different patterns and what you're trying to feel, okay? Now, you don't have a lot of depth in your backswing. Your hands go pretty vertical. Your face is slightly open. Now, we noticed that when you come down, you try and hit a little baby draw, you get a whole lot of early extension in your move, right? You're standing straight up through impact and throwing all your angles. Now, contact was one of the main issues that you said you had trouble with, right? So we want to put you in a position where contact gets cleaned up, right? And the easiest way to do that is start putting you in position to maintain your angles through impact instead of having to throw them, okay? You also don't feel comfortable adding a lot of depth. So we want to feel that you're still more upright, which is okay. But that's going to lead to a pattern that if we can get down and we can start creating rotation, that we're going to hit a little fade. Perfectly fine. Great players hit fades. Works just fine. Now, we need to recreate some feels in your body, okay? First and foremost, when we're dealing with your lower body, we need to feel that we're not getting this big slide, okay? That's gonna open us up to more early extension. We do it to keep the clubs behind the hand. That's not necessary if we're gonna accept a little fade, okay? So when you go up top and start down, you wanna feel the pressure is gonna get into the outside part of the lead foot, okay? From there, you wanna feel as though it's pushing up and back. So you're doing it perfectly there. Everything's going up and back. We did a drill where we got that towel underneath the lead ball of the lead foot, okay? And everything was pushing out of there. That's a great feel for that. Now, if you're getting that, we need to feel a different tilt coming from our hip, right? Instead of feeling we immediately go this way and the hip raises, we want to feel as though we're going to crunch more into the lead side and we're going to offset that tilt more near my armpit, okay? That's going to keep me centered over the golf ball. And the final feel to go with that, go up for me, let's put it all together, is that this right shoulder is going to be more down to the golf ball, right? And the lead shoulder is going to raise up. So we're going to have a vertical shoulder pitch, right? If we're coming down fairly steep, it's not going to be one of these rounded looks that you see out of rotary players. It's going to be more like this, okay? And that's perfectly fine to hit fades. And once you do those three movement patterns together, you feel as though your hands aren't throwing anymore, right? Yeah. You're just holding on to everything for dear life, and then you can produce that little baby fade because the face is a little bit open at the top. So that's your pattern. That's everything you need to work on. If you can do that, then you can clean up the contact and keep hitting that little baby fade every time.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so with your swing, I noticed that the path goes pretty far left, okay? Now, a lot of that happens because of what you do in the backswing, all right? When you set up and turn back, everything goes really level, okay? I want you in a position where that right shoulder is digging down more, okay? When we go level, we're gonna wanna get our hands moving too far away from our body. So we're trying to avoid that. So go ahead and set up for me real quick. No ball yet, no ball. We're just gonna create this seal. So I want you to feel like right here underneath your lead armpit is where you're gonna crunch down to the golf ball. So 3, 2, 1, take it back, okay? Now, another big feel for you is I want this knee moving in instead of moving out towards the golf ball. That's gonna put you in a position where you're gonna be able to turn the hips more and get the shoulders with that incline, okay? Now, I'm gonna control your club going back on this one. We're going a little bit flat, so start over again. You get those shoulders to dig down, 3, 2, 1. See how I get the hands more up in the backswing? Okay? Now from here, you're gonna be more inclined to work the hands out to the golf ball and be able to deliver a strike where that club head is moving more neutral versus getting out here and going there. Just remember, if it's flat, I'm gonna have to tuck that shoulder. My hands are always gonna move out, okay? So we want level so we don't have to dive the shoulder down. Let's do it one more time. Take it back. Good. Right, club up a little bit more and away from your body. There's your perfect feel every time in your backswing, all right? Okay, so when we look at your pattern, it's kind of fun, kind of interesting. You go really, really, really flat in your backswing, okay? And then everything stands up. You get that steep shaft coming down, and then you just wail across the golf ball. and you hit a lot of pull hooks. Now, you said you used to be a big slicer, and you're trying to get yourself in a position now where you're hitting draws, okay? But we got to get rid of that huge pull draw, right? Yeah. So the first thing we have to do is get that club moving more up and vertical in the backswing, right? If we can get it more up and vertical, we can change the force that we apply and get that club head falling a little bit more behind our hands in the downswing. That's your big issue, right? Is the fact that that club tips that way instead of that way in the downswing. So set it for me real quick. We got a fun drill for you. Now, I'm gonna put this stick right here. We're not gonna hit this ball. About halfway through your feet. And your goal is to get that thing up without touching that stick. So turn back for me, go real vert. There you go. Now, that's an exaggerated feel, right? There's no way you're gonna take it to that position super quick, right? But if we feel that, we can move that shaft pitch significantly over the course of one lesson, right? Exaggerating the feel is the key. Now, the next thing you need to feel, go up there, is that when you start coming down, go ahead and start slowly coming down, you keep your ass up against a wall behind you, right? We don't want to feel the pelvis moves this way because that takes everything too far away from you. We need to create that space through impact for that club to keep coming down. So keep turning for me, keep turning for me. See how that club head gets trapped more behind the hands and around here? Yep. That's the feel we're looking for. And then you just keep rotating through and you can get a natural release through impact. You don't have to feel like you're holding on to everything, trying to open it up, okay? So get everything more vertical, keep the backside on the wall, and then the final feel, go up for me. Okay, boom. Start coming down slowly, is that you are going to keep this bicep pinched into your pec in transition, right? You're gonna have a steeper downswing, that's okay, but if the club head stays far enough behind, you can rotate and release it through. Don't let that arm jump off the chest in your transition. Okay?
Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.